Hey guys, we're back again. Time for the real match, day 5 between Deso and Roxor. Let's take a look at game 1 here. Roxor's Chaos against Deso's Orcs in the map Fraser's Demise. Deso has practiced this map against Jadar, which he lost. So let's see what he has learned in this matchup, and hopefully he can improve. Chaos starts on the left side of the map, goes straight for the second Heretic and 2 Cultist squad. Chaos Temple underway. Should complete in less than 30 seconds. As you can see here, 2 Forced Labor. Get the job done much faster. Not even 25 seconds and it's out already. First build is Chaos Lord. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we have Gretchen's working together to finish the boys' hut, followed with a generator, and the boys is training up the shooter boys to capture the points. 2 slugger boys already capturing the points. The first one is about to be done, and listening point is on the way. Shooter boys capturing the second point. Slugger boy is capturing the strategic point, while the other one goes to take care of the relic. Should be seeing the Big Mac this time. The same mistake will not be repeated. Chaos Lord will be out in a few seconds. Remains to be seen if he will push out or stand guard. Cult is already on the way and capturing the third strategic point, with the other one going for the relic. 4410 economy. Did he go for the 3 heretics? No, 2 heretics. Chaos Space Marine on the way. Meanwhile, Orcs 5010 already. Big Mac is out. There's no way Chaos Lord can reach this place in time. Negative cover in the middle of the map. Make sure the progress is slow if you want to attack early. Third listening point already constructed. Will go for the relic this time. And looks like Chaos can't stop him from getting that relic this time. Chaos Lord only halfway across the map. Will try to harass here, but he's alone. Big Mac here wandering alone. Probably wants to attach to the shooter boy squad. Yes. Sees an opportunity here. Roxor going for a second Chaos Space Marine squad for extra guns. Protection. Retreats from the engagement. Doesn't want to lose unnecessary hit points.
Spiky boys are coming.
Slugger boys capturing this point.
What is it?
While 1 squad of sluggers and shooters will accompany the Big Mac. First exchange of gunfire here in the 3rd minute. Nothing exciting so far. Both sides playing it safe. Second wall banner is already up, and he placed it here this time. Is that a good idea? I don't think so. That's a little bit too far out. Easy target for the Hell Talons. 2 squads of Chaos Space Marine here should be able to engage if he closes in on the shooter boy squad. Not sure why he remains shooting. Oh, this one will go into melee range, and that's it. Needs a second shooter boy squad, but they're still across the river. They need to regroup. In the meantime, taking home victory already triggered by the squad of sluggers. No wonder he's lacking in firepower, and this Big Mac is taking too much damage. He needs to jump out. Oof, look at the mass of shooter boys, however. They're gonna turn around and gun down the Space Marine, and Space Marine must resume their closing in. But they're right under the LP fire. But this Big Mac dies. That's a serious mistake. Is his jump on cooldown? And Roxor taunts him. This is a win for Chaos. A big win. But Chaos Lord still at full hit points, and Space Marines not taking any serious losses, just major wounds all over. And yes,
6 minutes until taking hold victory.
what's going on here? Cultist is getting wiped by Sluggus. A little bit of slight Roxor noticed in time, but not sure if the cultist can escape. But anyway, let's turn back to this situation here where only 2 squad of shooter boys is standing between total annihilation, and this LP2 upgrade will not matter. The shooter boys. Look at the amount of damage the Chaos can pump out. Once the Chaos Lord starts hitting that strategic point listening post, it goes down really quickly. However, oh, this Sluggus chases it down to LP2 and gets wiped. Storm Boys will try to turn things around, and it's Chaos' turn to retreat. Did not get captured the strategic point. That was a huge opportunity here. But here it goes, the Chaos Lord in a risky maneuver that gets him surrounded. He can no longer escape. But Deso does not seem to realize it and instead breaks formation. And Chaos once again goes back in. This is a serious situation here for the Orcs. They don't have any army left to deploy. Not enough resource, all reinforce and upgrade the heavy armor? Chaos still at it. Constant engagement, not letting the Orcs regroup, but oof, 1 squad of Chaos Space Marine has been killed, but look at the amount of money Orcs has to spend just to maintain this pressure, just to stop the Chaos from attacking. In the meantime, Chaos already 80% of tier 2. This plan has worked perfectly. It doesn't matter if Chaos loses his army here. It really doesn't matter. They've already got their entire base setup ready for tier 2. We'll probably go for generators. And we'll retreat back to the safety or the listening points. And manage to attach his Chaos Lord together with the Chaos Space Marines. So, once again, a mirror situation for the first game between Jedar and Deso. But this time, I think Roxor has the super advantage here. Going for second plasma generator, he went for tier 2 very early. Super early. And gets an armory, unlike Jedar. That means he can get champions. The second squad of Space Marine has been trained. So, aspiring champion has not been added yet. Chaos adds a sorcerer. Storm Boys tries to capture the second critical location for some extra resource. Their economy is still worse than Chaos for some reason. 80-10. Things have not improved. He wants to replace his Big Mac, and that's a huge investment, stopping him from getting another wall banner immediately. Spends another 170 on wall banner, trying to push the population up and the tech up. More DACA research complete. Chaos, meanwhile, already on the 4th generator and machine pit. Yeah, this looks like GG. This is a huge problem. Look at this, the income, 8640 in just 8.5 minutes. Once Roxor can deploy Hell Talons or Defilers, there's no coming back for the Orcs. The Orcs here has taken their pressure off because they realize their army is not strong enough to break through LP2, but I wonder if that's the right decision, because they could at least try to deny them this point.
6 minutes until taking hold.
Now Chaos Sorcerer, and yeah, once again, Orcs tries to inflict some damage here, but nothing will be done. In my opinion, Chaos can retreat or even lose his entire army here, and it wouldn't matter at this point. The vehicle advantage is just too big. Look at this, Hell Talons coming in, it will start wrecking the banners. Once the banners go down, Orcs will have no way of coming back. Sorcerer, however, takes a lot of wound but teleports out in time, will attach himself to Chaos Space Marine, which is in melee with with the Storm Boys. And does Deso notice this Hell Talon? I don't think it's a good idea for the Hell Talon to appear here. Aspiring Champion has been added. Activates Fury for additional damage. Hell Talon tries to chip in. Sorcerer has fallen, but look at this. The entirety of the Orcs army seems to have been wiped out. And I don't think the situation will improve so much. 92-20 economy, yes, upgraded listening points, contributed. Deso, meanwhile, has managed to inflict some casualties on Chaos, but he knows those Hell Talons are going into his base, and he needs to get tank busters quickly. Yes, he's getting it right now. Decides to disengage. Chaos has lost a fair number of Space Marines. But look at that. That disrupting fire. That must be a defiler. Yes. And this Hell Talon. Yep, as I've said. Don't put your banner here. Deso has managed to drive away the Hell Talon before it can destroy one wall banner. I think, in my opinion, Roxor should have stuck in there, finish that banner, and then get the fuck out. Instead, he tries to be a little bit tricky, and now too much hit points has been lost, and he has to retreat. But managed to locate the 3 banners for next trip. Probably will get a second one. Yep, and probably will repair with these 2 heretics right at his base. So right now, the Orcs are in a very tough spot. Hell Talon nearly gets shut down in the middle of the map. Deso has 3 minutes and 30 seconds of countdown remaining to take and hold victory. However, this Defiler will prove to be quite difficult to shut down. Has disruption, and Chaos should be able to decap if they can sneak in a cultist. But I see no cultists here. All has been wiped out. No cheap option to decapture them. Look at this economy, 8650. Vehicle spam is possible. Sacrificial circle on the way. Corn berserkers. Meanwhile, Deso is content to hold to his position. 9220 economy. I don't agree with that, but he's getting more and more research upgrades. Blaster and Daka is already active. More range firepower. But right now, look at this. Incoming fire. Heavy bolters. Still being equipped. Chaos Space Marine is not ready for disengagement yet, but goes in anyway. While the Hell Talons takes advantage of this confusion to sneak in behind enemy lines. 2 of them. This will prove to be very devastating. Look at this. The tank busters are busy trying to shut down this Defiler. This is a gamble. A gamble that will pay off massively, because Roxor has taken note of the locations of the wall banner, and if he managed to shoot down 3 wall banner down, that will be the end of the Orcs' chances in this match. Look at this. Immediately noticing this, he has to retreat. He has to retreat. Maybe detach and attach the tank buses and jump away immediately back to your base to defend. But no, it looks like 1 wall banner goes down. Roxor wants to stay. Managed to decap because the army of the Orcs are now in a very tough situation here. They want to stop this from destroyed, but 2 banners already went down. That's a serious loss of resource. A 3rd one is about to go down as well. There's not enough firepower to shut down these 2 Hell Talons. What are you doing, Deso? Respond to this threat. That's a 3rd banner down. Oh my god, this is terrible. Roxor will not want to lose his Hell Talons, but no, he pulls back in for another greedy shot on the generators, and the generators will go down. That's 3 wall banner and 1 generator. That is so expensive to replace. My goodness. And Hell Talons is simply unopposed here. The Knob Squad will not do anything. Gets another listening point on the way out. While this is happening, the Chaos Army is just chilling in the middle of the map. And the Orcs are completely lost here. The tank busters did not react fast enough. Looks like 1 Hell Talons was lost though in this battle, but it doesn't really matter. Managed to locate another wall banner for a 2nd run, a 3rd run. Yeah, mission accomplished. There's no way for orcs to come back from this. There's just too much damage to replace. Yeah, you could spend your money, get back your population, but look at this. Chaos Predator is out, taking home victory triggered. Heavy Bolter upgrade already upgraded. And yeah, the Knobs will try to tie down one squad, but there's no solving this this situation here. Mega Armored Knobs. But there's it's just one. There's not enough resource to reinforce them fully, and look at this, an entire wipe of the Orc army. Just did not respond fast enough to the Hell Talons. And unlike Jadar, Roxor went for the right target all along. And that's it. Calls for a GG in 15 minutes. That's the end of game 1. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Roxor proving himself to be very ruthless. Deso could have done well if he placed his wall tower in a more safer location and perhaps respawn more quicker to that threat, but he did not and lost way too much in that harass. A very profitable run for the Chaos Commander, 1-0 to Roxor. Let's see what happens in a second game. Look at the amount of losses. It's like almost 2-to-1 kill ratio for Roxor's Chaos. And resource wise, he's ahead. Way ahead. What's up, guys? Here we go. Game 2 between Deso and Roxor. This time, Deso playing Necrons against Roxor's Tau. This matchup favors Necron, but I believe Roxor has enough experience to deal with this. Let's take a look. This map is Moonbase, a very small map. Not sure why Roxor picks this map, but let's see. Earthcast Builder, 2 stealth teams in jetpacks. Meanwhile, on the right side of the map, we have 3 Scarab opening with Necron Lord and 2 Necron Warriors and a Scarab. Deso must win this match to force this to game 3. Let's see how this goes. Once again, I don't understand his decision to build his generators in the outermost point when he should have gone for the innermost, which should be easier to defend, in my opinion. Oh, okay, he's getting a turret there. Probably worried about an early Vespid rush. But will it really come in? Not sure about that. Vespids against Necron is a risky proposition because one Gauss turret can inflict a lot of casualties, and those Vespids are expensive. If Tau fails to inflict any damage with the Vespids, it will be very hard for them to recover. Instead, Roxor went for the safer option, gets a Tau Commander first, and stealth suits, the classic ones, to capture all these points. Already moving on to his final strategic point site. Scarab is trying to decap here, but Tau Commander responds immediately and should be able to take him out immediately. Target lock. There's no need. Did not reinforce in time, and yes, that's one unnecessary loss for Necrons early in the game. Whew. Already things are looking pretty bad, but here comes the Necron Lord. What can he do? Necron Lord is a very tanky hero. Starts with 1,800 hit points. Doesn't have a lot of damage from range, but deals decent ones in melee. Be quite interesting to see how he matches up against the Tau Commander, who has very low hit points, only 1,000. But the key to using him is to employ the snares in early game and combine him with the Fire Warriors. Checks out the strategic point, finds nobody. Will probably move his stealth suits over there to capture. Necron Lord is out. Now, the reason you want to get Necron Lord early is to try to deal some damage. Already he steps on the snare and takes 400 damage for free. Not looking good. Teleports away back to his base. Again, that snare pays off. Necron Lord takes 600 damage and deals none in return. Roxor really overmatching his opponent in the early game.
Team deployed.
Second Fire Warrior
Ready for action.
on the scene. While second Necron Warrior is out as well. So far, only one Scarab is a casualty here. This Ghost Tower has not fired a single shot, has not paid off.
Countdown has begun.
Roxor once again already established dominance by triggering the take and hold countdown in 3rd minute 30 seconds. That's pretty normal for Necrons to lose the map in the early game, but really, he should have picked up a bigger map than this. Maybe Tranquility's End will have been a better map for this. Buys him more time to prepare. Instead he picks Moonbase, a map that is easily captured with a few jumps from the stealth suits. And Necron Lord will try to stop this capture, but
Send us toward the enemy.
Roxor should notice this and jump away. Is he successful? No. Scarab's on the scene to detect. So yeah, that's a fair trade. One Scarab.
Stealth suits ready and willing.
Another stealth suits.
Until take and hold victory.
Managed to retreat in time.
Pick your targets.
Necron Lord jumps in, but no artifact, I think, and triggers another snare. And this should be it. Like, he takes... Okay, activate the phase shift. Roxor wisely noticed this and fires at the Necron Warrior. Phase shift is over now. Can close in on the Fire Warrior. But look at this. They retreat without suffering too many casualties. Necron Warrior has not contributed much in this game. Tries his best to disrupt, but Deso is chasing too hard. This squad of Necron Warriors is consuming his energy.
The prey get away.
5 minutes
It's too
until
dangerous to
take and
pursue
hold
at this
victory.
point. Decides to retreat. Still has not cancelled the take and hold victory. What are you doing? Race. One Wraith is trained. Tier 2 is already established. 80% on the optics. Wow. Tau is in command. Well, it's a huge technological lead. And I don't think the Necrons are ready for this. Just finishes their... Another another push like that, and I don't think... Look at this. The optics has severely outranged the Necrons, and now they're in trouble. They should really get their Wraiths out immediately to engage. While pushing together, they should get Flayed Ones and Wraiths, perhaps.
4 minutes until take and hold
Solar
victory.
Pulse was cast. Necron Lord is still at low hit points here. Still dangerous situation. But managed to buy some time. Race will lock down this. Why didn't you use phase shift? Is it not research? Tau retreats to LP2. And no Scarabs was ready to decap. Come on, man. Necron seems lost here. Pathfinders here, mark targets, and this should be quite a lot of damage coming. Necron Warriors are not even upgraded yet. Necrons are in a tough spot here. Necron Lord will die, I think. Does not have enough hit points.
3
Managed to
minutes
activate phase
until
shift.
take and hold victory.
Or not. Dies. This should be the end. Commanding lead from Tau here in tier 2. Looks like the Necron resistance is coming to an end here. They are still climbing to tier 2 while Tau has already hit that point long ago. And it's probably coming up with vehicles? No, there's no need. Too much firepower
Ready to do our part.
was accumulated. He's floating so hard.
Just tell us where you need
A
us.
lot of resource probably waiting for tier 3. Possibly. firing just beyond the view range.
For Tau.
There's nothing they can do at this point. Yeah. Looks like this is game over for Necrons.
Until taken hold victory.
Lockdown on their own base. Just finished the tier 1.5 research for Necron Warriors, but what good will that do? At this point, Necrons are betting everything on this Necron Lord. Activates phase shift, but has no follow-up, no flayed ones. Still trying to get flayed ones, huh? Yeah, it's a difficult situation.
Eliminating targets. Don't let the prey get away.
It's a difficult situation. He needs to decap immediately, but doesn't have any avenues. Maybe raise. And this stealth studs is harassing, and gets to escape for free.
1 minute until taken hold victory.
One flayed one's ready, but population cap is a problem with all the destroyed obelisks. And once again, they are forced to march against superior firepower, and 45 seconds to take and hold. Not enough time. Really not enough time. Really not enough time. Solar Pulse was cast. You know what you should have done? Get a Wraith here and Solar Pulse. And maybe, just maybe you can decapture. This is very disorganized. A very disorganized army. And Necrons will probably lose this fight. 20 seconds to decap, not enough time. Like the Pathfinders are around, they can just mark and shoot. Oh, didn't even need to. Scarabs were killed in seconds. Taken whole victory. Complete. And that's it. This map is a bad pick in my opinion. Like, you shouldn't pick this map. There's really no reason to pick such a small map where Tau can easily control the battlegrounds. The smaller the map, the more chance you trigger snares anyway. And that's it. 2-0 to Roxor. Very one-sided, if I have to say. First game was much more closer to this than this. Look at this, military-wise, Necrons could not really inflict any meaningful casualties, while Tau inflicted 3-1 casualties themselves. The amount of resources as well is pretty telling. Necrons are sitting at plus 70 for so long, while Tau is 75% of the map for such an early game. No way back. Tier 2 as well, they got it way earlier, minutes earlier. Well, that's a good game. Rather anticlimactic. Oh well. Roxor will await the result between Jedar and Reject to see who is his next opponent. The winner of that match will face Deso, while the loser will face Roxor. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And that's match day 5 between Roxor and Deso.